Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, that should be some sound. All right, how about now? Yep, sound should be good. Anybody let me know if we got some sound? Ah, very good, very good. All right, that should straighten itself out. I'm monitoring the YouTube chat on my little iPad here next to my lathe. So if we have any more issues, let me know. I guess we're bound to have a technical issue sometime. That's good. Glad it's better. Now I've got to go find my other knife. Oh, it's way over here by the speakers. Okay. Hey, Carrie, is that a pun on words there? If you're here, chime in and say hey, because nobody could hear me. Carrie's so funny. Or maybe today she's funny. All right, there's our double butt vase right there. Let me check the finger holes. Oh, I thought you were being funny. 0.53. That's perfect right there. This has to thin down just a hair. All right, this one we will call pretty well shaped. Now it's time to finish it up. Put my diaper in there. Grab some sandpaper. I wonder if the picture is even better today since I plugged in the Ethernet. That'd be a direct wired connection. Blower off here. We don't need that. Just need that while we're making lots of scrap. Oop, I hear myself over on that laptop. I gotta mute that somehow. Okay, that's gone. That was a bit of a crazy start, wasn't it? All right, got to get the little parts down in here. Something's knocking. Not sure what that's from. Yeah, Nut must be running in the crowd, right? Tech problems all around. Usually, it's not a technical problem as much as it's my issue causing that technical problem. I mean, I'll take that one there, right? Wish I could blame it completely on technology, but it's usually my use of technology. All right, we're feeling pretty good here at this lowest level of sandpaper. Feeling good. Need a little rough right there. Beautiful. That was smooth. Ooh. All right, there we go there. On to the next level. Yeah, Muttnut, I got you. Hey, Muttnut, I was watching this other guy who was streaming. He's a knife maker on Twitch. And my only issue with StreamYard is that it makes you stand on your head and spit nails in order to get a second camera in there. And this guy was streaming with 4 cameras, and he was using this program called Voice Attack. He was in a garage. Obviously, he had a lot of cameras, but he would use this program called Voice Attack where he could switch the combination of cameras that were on screen. Like he could focus in on the workbench, or he could focus in on the sander, or he could just go to all cameras and see the garage and the sander and, everything from a distance. And, he's using OBS, of course. And OBS, you can hook up whatever number of cameras you want. I don't need a lot of them a lot of times, but OBS is free. And, you and I, we're paying for StreamYard. What are your thoughts on that? Because you got to pay, if you don't want to do your trick, which you showed me and I appreciate, you got to do the old pay more money to get more cameras kind of deal. And I don't mind paying for a great service, but if something else can do it for free, that's all for me. Give me 3. Well, we got 6 on YouTube, but I'm not monitoring the Twitch chat, so we probably got a viewer or 2 there. Welcome everybody to the stream. If you'd like to chat and we would want to, then I would recommend going on the YouTube feed of this and joining us. That way we can see your chats. And if you're on Facebook, please join in. I don't know how anybody monitors the chat on all 3. That's a little beyond me. This is feeling good. And this little thing here is called vases, this particular style. Many people have requested that because it looks pretty cool. But it essentially is 2 vases bottom to bottom here, or 2 urns. I'm not sure if that's an actual vase, but I guess it could be. All right, that one is finished. Let's get all the junk off it. Yes, ma'am, Stephanie, I agree. We may just settle in on YouTube eventually, but figure we try all 3 to go. And maybe we'll just do YouTube one night and Twitch another night and, try to figure all that out. This is a customer pen tonight that we're doing. In fact, the ones I'm probably mostly going to be doing tonight are customer pens. All right. This one is done. And there it is. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a nice looking pen. Really cool colors. We got the purple that fades into this, I guess, gray, and there was a little bit of gray swirl over to here, and then it melds into this green. Nifty looking pen. Okay, these next 2 are going to be 6-inch pens, and this is it's like a snowflake design. Little high, little down. There we go. Bring it right in there nice and close. Now this one this is a pretty cool design. It's got snowflake glitter in it. And on this end here, this was the bottom, and I can tell you why. As he's pouring these, he pours in the clear, then he drops in the glitter and lets it sort of do its thing. Or the glitter is mixed with the clear, one or the other. And then he pours the red in from the top. And this would be the top. And then because it has the mica powder in it, it's heavier. So it slowly flows to the bottom and makes some pretty cool swirly marks on the inside. That's pretty nifty. And if you'll notice, the snowflake is barely mixed into the red. That's how I know it's poured separately. The other way I know this is the bottom is there are many snowflakes down here. And of course, the glitter is heavier, so it moves in that direction because this was the bottom. Yeah, this is pretty cool, and Judy, I like it too. Here we go. Let me turn on the blower. A little warm in Oklahoma City today, so a little hard to get the garage shop cooled down. But it's probably down around 75 in the garage now, so not too bad. This is a spicy one here today. You can hear that glitter catch once in a while. It's pretty smooth right there. All right, the instructions are this one are like photo B. And photo B happens to be it's the swoop-de-doop, or the swoopy-doop. What do we call that, Stephanie? Swoopy-doop. Oh, here we go. One thing I don't like about Twitch is I can only say, yep, got that. Yes, ma'am. You're right, Stephanie. I do the exact same thing when I'm watching something on YouTube. On the TV, I can text on my phone to add the chat there. Muttnut says, true, but there is talk that ExtraCam may be coming into the StreamYard plan. Was in StreamYard Live a few nights ago and asked if they had plans of adding cam. I hope they do. I'd stay. I mean, $25 a month isn't bad, but it's sort of the value. For 14 extra dollars, I can add more cameras. You know, just let me add cameras. Mutton, been cool here in Maryland, 60s and 70s, 50s tonight. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, it's still 93, 94 during the day here. It's like summer returned. Okay, this one is going to be the swoopy-doo. So that is going to be, we're going to have a finger hold right about there. Finger hold right about there. Oh, what's this one here? Oh, this Artist Choice. Yeah. Well, let me turn this off. This is Artist Choice. I'm glad Carrie came in here. I might do the big swoop in the middle because it's sort of clear and red. That'll look way cool. It's different. So what do you want to do on this one then? The thing about these ones that are clear, I like to leave them as clear as much as possible and undisturbed so you can see what's on the inside. What was Snow Fairy Queen? I don't remember that one. Okay, we'll at least have the 5/8" finger holds. You know, I could do the hookah one with this one. Sort of liking that one. No. Carrie says no. So it's not Artist Choice. I think I might just do a wavy because there's so many like this one here. Like the Blood Money. Yeah, I'm going to do a wavy on this one because this has a lot of clear. No, it won't look good with these here because of the glitter. That's the bummer about this particular one. So there's the middle. And we're going to do wavy on this one so I don't get in the way of this gorgeous blank. Let me get these a little further apart here. So that'll give me a wave here, 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 and here. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. All right, let's cut in some fingers here. Oh, I got to put my fan on. That's why it's so warm in here. Usually have a fan blowing on me. I forgot. That'll make it so much nicer. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, that feels really good. I would agree, Stephanie. I just saw that in the book, and I thought, yeah, that's what this one is. I don't want to take too many sharp cuts into where all the clear and the glitter is, because then the cuts block what's on the inside. So here's an interesting thing. Do you hear that chattering? It's sort of like a groan. That's because this blank, turning at 2,600, almost 2,700 RPM, is slowly vibrating like this because of the unequal distribution of weight. You notice how that mica was on one side? You wouldn't think it would affect it much, but when I put my hand on it, I can feel it slightly wobble. So when I'm in here, it's chattering. And that's because it's slowly banging itself against the knife. But when I'm down here, super smooth because it's centered on this pivot here. Took me a while to figure out why it was groaning like that. Now, that little chatter comes out with a couple seconds of sandpaper. Now this one's a lot smoother down here because most of the red is up here on the upper side. It's making it vibrate. And it actually does pretty good to take a lot off this bottom piece here because of all the glitter that's in there. All those glitters, as we mentioned before, create weak spots in the resin because they're plastic and the resin doesn't really stick to them. The resin does a good job of encasing it, but it doesn't really stick to it. There we go. Nice. Okay, now let's begin our wavy. It's like the wheel on your car being out of balance by just literally half an ounce. Even though you got that big 80-pound tire and wheel, it's a little out of balance. So smooth. All right, we're looking pretty equal here. I like it. I think it's time to finish. I got a funny curve right here. All right, let's measure some finger holds here. Perfect. And 100th fat. But I will take that off with sandpaper, so no worry for that one. Oh, this is going to look cool. It's going to be very Christmassy because of the red. If it weren't red, it would just be snowy, be wintry. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, cool here. Yep. Oh, the green screen. Yeah, I got a green screen. We don't use it here in the shop. sucked up my paper. I got to turn that blower off. Got to remember to turn that blower off. All right, here we go again. I can feel the chatter as I'm sanding here to get that smooth. A little harder down there in the rolls and the valleys, but it must be done. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday evening. You know, it's almost Friday. And you know what Friday means? Ha ha ha, end of the week. Everybody gets a little bit of a breather. Do some housework, travel around, see kids, grandkids, cousins, friends, husbands, wives, friends from years past, all that good stuff. Happens on the weekends. Whew, that gets hot. It's really just right in this gully here that I have a difficult time getting smooth. Ah, it's getting better. And sometimes it's the glitter that fools me. If there's a little tiny piece of glitter right on the edge, it could feel like a bump. Even though you never see it, you can certainly feel it. Welcome back. Makes me want to sing that Welcome Back Cotter song. Welcome back. Your dreams or your ticket eye. Welcome back. I think I resonated with Horseshack the most on that show. All right, on to the next level of sand. I think we've graduated on this one. I can already see the surface getting a little shinier, and you can see some snowflakes sort of frozen in the rotation as they reflect on the light every time they come around, which is about 2,600 times a minute, or divide that by 60, almost 700 RPM. No, that's not right. 800 RPM. 800. No, that's wrong. 500. 500 times 60 would be 3,000. Probably about 450. Close. Feeling good. Beautiful. Feeling good. I like it. I like it. I like it. This is really just a heavy duty polish on this grit of sandpaper here. Just removing the scratches from the ones previous and adding its own, which are very, very hard to see. So smooth. All right, here we go. Nice. Let's bring in the goo juice here. Goo juice. Oh yeah, that's getting shiny. And here it is. Oh, that's pretty. See that one snowflake cut in half right there? That's funny. Not sure if you can see that, but you see the snowflake cut in half. There's actually part of another snowflake that most of it isn't there anymore. But that's how it does it. Cuts that glitter right off smooth. That's a nice looking pen. That is very Christmassy looking. I wish I knew how to add a little bit of green to that to really take it off the edge, but that's pretty cool. Okay, Swoopy Doop is coming next. All right, that's in. Diaper off. Before we start on this one, let me show you this crazy blank that I have. I actually got, I think 4 of them I have. This is a blank, and this blank is nearly solid black. You can actually see a little bit of striation of brown right here. Try to guess what this is. It's not resin, it's not epoxy, it's not a lot of things, but it is one thing that you will literally, I'll bet you, never guess. This will be, if I made, I'm going to make some ink pens out of this particular stuff. I have 4 of these blanks. And if I made a pen out of it that was a diamond painting pen, one, it would be pure black, about as glossy as you could imagine. And it would be about $100 pen because these are super expensive blanks. Let's see if anybody can guess. I'll tell you at the end of doing this one here. Onyx. Boy, that's a good guess. It is not onyx. What is onyx? Is that a stone? Is onyx a stone? Yeah, this is not stone. I'll narrow it down for you there. I would never be able to guess it if I didn't know what it was, truly. What is onyx? Is onyx a stone or something? A gem? I know I've heard that term. I just can't remember what it is. All right, let's draw some lines on this. Yeah, it's not stone, Muttnut. It's not stone. All right, Stephanie, this is going to be a swoopy doop or whatever we. Is it swoopy doop or swoopy doop? Can't remember. I think it's swoopy doop. All right, so I got to measure some more. Got to get the swoopy doops in there. I think we go out 1.25 inches. Does that look right? Let's go to 1.5 inches. That'll make a sexier dupe or swoopy. I'm not sure which part is swoopy and which part is dupe. Oh, you were saying onyx is a stone. Gotcha. Yeah, thank you. So it's not onyx because onyx is a stone and it's not stone. Thank you, Muttnut. Appreciate that. But if I made an ink pen out of it, which I will probably in a few weeks when I get some time, is that ink pen will go from $220 to $380. Now, I'm probably more in the $220 range for expertise and reputation. But if I were one of those guys that's made, 1,000 ink pens and did all kind of fancy stuff, then I could probably get $380 for it. Oh, very nice, Mutt Nut. I'll never remember all that, but great description. Interesting that it's silicate based. You know, if I made this pen with a hookah end, then I'd get even more swoop from the dupe. All right, let me now regain my line that I cut off. There we go. All right, now yes, I love to Google too. I learned a long time ago, Mutt Nut, information is two things, or knowledge is two things. Knowing something and knowing where to find it. No way you could memorize everything, but hey, certainly know where to find it. All right, let's measure. I think that's a little fat right there. I got to trim these up, give a better finger slant here. Oh, I got to measure the fingers. I may not be done. Let's check it out. Still a little fat there. A little fat there, about the same size. All right, we got some more work to do. All right, let's do a measurement here and see what we get. Ah, perfect. Excellent. All right. This should be a little easier to finish than the other one. One, there's not as much glitter, and two, it's a lot smoother angles. All right, blow her off. Keep losing sandpaper down that gullet there. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. One day I'll learn. Carrie is back from photography sessions. Now she's listing like crazy. Stephanie is already in the know on this one, but that pen that I turned the other night that sort of had that cracked end and I had to shorten it up a little bit and it came out to be 5 3/4. It was mostly clear with a little bit of black and white swirl through it. Very nicely done. But the cool thing is it had these gold, silver, and copper metal flakes in it. Well, I've got some more of those coming. Copper, gold, and silver metal flakes. Really cool looking when it was done. It was probably more clear than it was colored with anything, and you could see the metal parts floating in there in the clear. It was way cool looking. It reminded me of like a busted up asteroid or something like that, floating in space. Yeah, it was stunning, Stephanie. Absolutely stunning. But I wrote them. I showed them a picture of the one that I turned, and they said, "Oh yeah." I said, "If you could just get one more or something," and because I couldn't find them on the webpage. I think Stephanie, you looked on their webpage too, couldn't find them. I didn't find them anywhere. And he says, "Oh yeah, we got 6." And he showed me a picture. I said, "I'll take all 6 because that was cool." All right, we're almost there on this. I think I got to grab another piece of sandpaper. That one's worn out. Got just a little spot here in the middle, probably left over from the chatter. All right, let's fold this one over. Get it down here in the valley. Get that super shined up or super smoothed up. Because that's where the cut lines will show if you don't sand them out. And it looks terrible. Looks like a dirty valley. I've had a couple of those pens in the beginning, and I was so embarrassed when I saw them in somebody's picture. They didn't notice it, but I did. And I'm like, oh. I even told one or two of them, please send that back to me. I'd like to finish that up. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll pay for the labor, and I'll pay to ship it back to you. And 2 of them did. 1 of them didn't. They loved it. I'm like, okay. Oh, that's getting smooth. Woo, that's smooth. Very nice. Very nice. And I'll be live quite a few times this weekend because got some custom orders and I want to turn up a bunch of inventory so Carrie can get it up on the webpage. All right, here we go. Another one here. Finish up this level here and then we'll be on to the next one. When I was a kid, I grew up in West Virginia, mostly. I was actually born in Phoenix, spent a couple of years in West Virginia, moved to Atlanta, Georgia for a year, and then moved back to West Virginia and did about 6 years there until I graduated from high school and joined the Navy. But while I was in West Virginia, I got to go to some of these Mountain State Arts and Crafts festivals. And there was lots of crafts people there, painters, and you name it, any craft, candle makers, wreaths, you name it, everybody had everything there. This is back in the 70s. And my mom was a West Virginia artist. She was a toll painter, Tole painter. She did flowers and scenes and painted on barnwood purses and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, the long story short is I met this fella who made children's toys. His name is Dick Schnacky. He no longer is alive, but I bought his book, How to Make Kids Toys. And these are the toys that we'd have played with in the 50s and 60s. Probably not so much the 70s, but definitely early that. But they were very favored, and he was a big hit there at the festival. And I thought about making some of those so that some of our diamond painters who have kids or grandkids could give them these physically and mentally stimulating toys. They're wooden toys. And you play with them. It helps your dexterity. It helps your coordination. It entertains you. It challenges you. You know, all that kind of stuff. One of them is even that ball in the cup thing where you got the cup and the ball on the end of the string and you have to flip it to get it up in there. Would anybody ever be interested in something like that? Because I do woodworking too, and that would be fun to make. And I don't want to make cutting boards because everybody and their brother is making cutting boards. I am going to make knives. That'd be a good gift item there. But I was just thinking of the kids, and I got grandkids, and make some for them as well. I understand, Mutt. We will miss you for sure. I showed my wife your channel. She goes, "Who's this Mutt Nut lady?" I said, "I don't know. I just tuned into her, and she was doing some diamond painting on, I think it was Twitch." And I said, "Pretty cool." She goes, "Oh, nice." So now she's tuned in to Mutt Nuts. Yeah, I'll be on and off all weekend, just getting ahead. Got a couple things Carrie wants us to cast with our new molds. We got to get the Christmas stuff out soon. We got a pretty cool mold. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow when I get it out of the box, of this thing that will essentially make a candy cane. So then you could turn a candy cane pen. That'll be way cool. I can't read that while I'm doing it. What does it say?
I just reshot Small Shop Hall and they made a post.
Oh.
If I could give some feedback, I think the satin finish is great, but the grooves don't look finished or polished. I've gotten that feedback in other videos.
Which one is she showing?
The Halloween one.
The new one we sent her, or the old
Yeah,
one?
see?
Yeah, there's so much glitter in that that's hard to. it's hard to get super, super smooth like a resin pen. Yeah, that's the problem with glitter is you have to live with that sometimes. But we will do our best to gloss that up. But some just don't like to play well. There's a new video coming out. We did this Halloween pen, and this particular blank has so much resin in it, or so much glitter in it, that these grooves that are down in here, no matter how hard, I can't get them sanded and I can't get them glossy because you see all the chipped edges of the glitter. Not much I can do about it. I would love to. That's one of those pens you look at and go, oh, that's a little unfinished in the grooves, but there's nothing I can do about it. I wish there was. Maybe I just won't do any of those. Oh, maybe it was YouTube. Yeah, I probably ran into you there. But I would. I just don't think I'm going to do any of those super mega glitter pens. They look cool. I get it, but man, they are not fun when you got to put grooves in them. There it is. Wow, that looks pretty cool. It's got moon and stars and stuff like that. A little dash of white right in there. Oh no, that's on the surface. That was the stuff I was polishing with. Very cool. Very, very nice. All right, that customer's pens are done. Let me put all that back in the bag, and we'll be on to the next one. Yeah, that's the problem with glitter is it just doesn't work well when there's too much of it in there. A couple of reasons. One is it creates weakness in the pen blank, and it creates little edges that you're cutting off as it's spinning round and round, and you can't really get them to line up where you want them to line up. Uh-oh. Okay, I got to cut these down. These are going to be 5 inches. Let's see which end I'm going to cut off. Let's cut off that one. Okay, let's get them marked first. So I got to do a little bit of surgery here first before we get rolling again. Okay, this one's perfectly the same color all the way through. This one I'm going to cut off that end there. Yeah, because that's all going to be gone by the time I get there anyway. And this one I'll cut that end off. Decisions. All right, let's fire up the bandsaw. So I think with those heavily glittered ones, I'm going to have to stay with swoopy things that are smooth. I can't dig into them.
Yeah.
That's a bummer too.
I could show her the one that Katie did on minimal glitter, and it doesn't show like that.
Yeah, when you cut that glitter off as it's spinning, it just leaves a little white end to look at. Wonder if I should magic marker them black. I'm going to have to try that one. Of course, it would have to be a black blank. The Halloweens are black and orange. Hey, Care Bear, if you're listening on the TV, this says all 5-inch pens, not 5-inch blanks. Gotcha. Okay. So that one there goes to yellow A. Photo A. Photo A. Sunset Lemonade and Pink Yellow. That's that one there. Hey, Carrie, could you come here? Oh, I see. It's the 5-inch one she's showing me there. All right. I'm going to have to smooth those bumps out because this is this is a particularly heavily glittered pen. So if I have too many sharp cuts in there, then it will show if you cut a piece of glitter in half, you get a little piece of white plastic. But let's see what we can do here. Okay, those are down in. Yeah, that was a really nice color, wasn't it? Pretty cool. All right, this one here. All right, we got to do a swoop finger hold, and then 4 bumps in the middle. Either a helicopter's heading out front or a Harley Davidson with straight pipes went by. Not sure which it was. Okay, here we go. All kitted up, all my canvases for Oktoberfest. Now time to work on my Sugar Skull canvas. Nice. Okay, there's the 5/8. Let's find the center. On a 5-incher, that's going to be 2.5. And then we got to make some grooves. See, this is the one I fear here is this groove one. You gotta have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be right in the middle. Yeah, it'll be all right. Good spacing there. All right, there we go. I may be wearing out that divider. I may have to get another one. Doesn't seem to cut like it used to. All right, let's see. What do we got to do? We got to make some finger areas here. You're welcome, Shantan. Didn't know you were hanging around here. Good to see you tonight. The whole crowd is jealous of your pens. They're beautiful. You know, as I look at this, if I put a groove right there, that's not leaving a very big finger hold. I may have to reorient those grooves because it's such a short pen. These are 5-inch pens, which are wonderful to use. They flip right around in your hand. But I need to rethink those grooves. So let me get this back out. And I think I can get 3 good bumps. I'm going to widen them up just a hair to make it nice and proportional. And I'll get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's much better spacing. We'll ignore those other first lines I drew. And we'll do this one, and that one, that one, and that one. And that gives us 3 really nice bumps. And that will give us a nice run up to the finger hold. I mean, it's only like 3/16 of an inch, but it makes all the difference in the world. I can feel all that glitter being cut off. Luckily, this isn't a very dark pen, so it will be easier to finish. All right, let's measure some finger holds here. Still very fat. Oh yeah, we're way fat. All right, here we go. All right, let's measure the finger holds again. Okay, getting there. Got little tiny trimming to do. All right. Looks like lemonade, doesn't it? Pink lemonade and regular lemonade. All right, we're going to get out the very heavy duty paper. This is the very even lower than I normally use. Because this is a super rough surface when we're done turning it. We need to get it whipped into shape. And of course, the most important part to get smooth on these is the finger hold, because that's where you're going to feel it the most. What's that, babe? I can't hear you. I'm next to the lathe and the blower. Oh, I think that was a long time ago, like when we first went live. And I think that was from Facebook. They may not be there anymore. I can't see the Facebook chat. Yeah, these glitter ones, when they're this heavy glitter, they take a bit of work to get them nice, super nice. Feeling much better though, much better. That's getting better in there. I can turn that big blower off. I'm finishing again. Don't need that on there. That way I can hear myself think. All right, that's pretty good. Let's go to the next level, the regular first level. That's how long it took that one just to get it to be able to use the first level of sandpaper. Heavily glittered to get very rough. Ouch. That got hot. Too hot. Feels pretty good overall. Let's go on to the next level. So Dennis Vagarivnich. What's up, Dennis? I think I got your last name right. Vagariv Inya. Who knows? Not sure what we're supposed to shut up about, Dennis, but thanks for dropping in, giving us some view. Appreciate that. Hello, man. Shut up and then hello, man. Good to see you, Dennis. Russia, Ukraine, Moscow, where are you at? Novosibirsk? Здравствуйте, меня зовут Тима. Well, Dennis, we're sitting here in Oklahoma City, the United States of America. Where are you from, Dennis? See, folks, we make friends from all around the world. Russia, St. Petersburg. I'll bet you it's cold there in the wintertime, but I'll bet you it's beautiful. Leningrad, yeah, it's up there a piece. Hope all is well with you over there. Pretty late in the evening for you, isn't it? Must be about, let's see, if I were talking to my German friends, it would be, what time is it now? 9:16. It'd be about, what, 4 in the morning there, 4:15. Oh, much early morning for you. Carrie, why do you keep deleting his messages? All he said was Leningrad. She's one of our new Russian friends. He's probably going to be taking our pens and selling them across Russia. We're making diamond painting pens. You're a metal turner. Very cool. Right now, Dennis, we're turning resin filled with glitter. It makes a pretty cool little pen. Sometimes I'll also turn some wood and make pens, like ink pens out of them. What are you turning in metal, by the way? Because that's pretty cool. Oh, you understand English very poorly? Sorry about that. You're doing pretty good, though. You're hanging in there. But there's a craft out there, Dennis. It's called diamond painting. And what we're doing is we're making pens for people to do that craft. And right now we're just finishing up the pen. We're sanding it down. We're making it smooth. So when they hold it in their hand, it's very nice. Nah, he's just some guy out trolling, but he can't get me. Yeah, he didn't delete him. He's right there.
No, I deleted it.
Ah, he's all right. He was probably telling us to shut up because we were so quiet. Sort of a joke. Shut up, you're talking too much. Was that what it was, Dennis? You were playing a joke on us? Telling us to shut up, which is sort of a funny thing because, you know. What's that? Yeah, I am bend over. Bend over. Mutton says, I own one hand-turned pen, but I have number 2 on my wish list for Christmas. Fantastic. And here's how this one looks. Oh, that's beautiful. It was a rough going, but I'm telling you, it looks pretty good. We'll scrub that up. Feels pretty smooth. Nice, too. Very nice. Very cool. And again, you can see all the glitter in that thing. That thing is just rife with glitter. There's even a little piece right there that doesn't have a lot of resin on top of it. Very cool. And that's a Bill Durblank, by the way. Does a nice job mixing all that resin in there. All that glitter. All right, so now Princess Barbie Doll Pink. See Photo Charlie. Photo Charlie. Photo Charlie. Oh, that's balls in the middle. Okay. We won't get that many balls, though. It's actually the wave, Stephanie. But we're not going to get that many. Well, this one here, this is essentially wavy. But the problem is we won't get enough in there because that's a 6-inch pen. So you're taking, I mean, I'll move the finger holes out to the end, but I'll probably get 3 balls in here. Just like this, I got 3 bumps in here instead of 4. If I'd have put 4 in there, I would have got too close to the finger holds, or they would have been too small.
The same ones. These you just want to square.
Yeah, this now, everybody, this is the glitter pen that I like. This is the glitter pen that I like because the glitter is called Starlight glitter, and it's micro glitter, and it is very, very small. You almost don't even know it's there when you're turning it. Yes, sir. Dennis, they are for sale. By the way, if you guys see that Russian name, that first name is Dennis, D-E-N-I-S, as we would say it, and that's how those letters are pronounced. Yes, ma'am, 3. We can't get more than 3 in there, Stephanie, or it would look funny. So we're going to do you good. Don't worry. We're going to do you good. 3 waves. It'll be a little bit like the last one, but it'll have the waviness instead of the sort of that bump that was in there. It does look like bubble gum. Barbie bubble gum. And Carrie calls it Princess Aurora. Excuse me. Well, Dennis, family's doing okay. I'm not sure how you heard that, but thank you. And God does bless me. Been married to the same woman for 40 years. Well, almost 40 years. Be 40 years next month. So 39 years, 11 months. If I'm lucky, I'll make it. Yeah, this will look pretty cool in wavies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So it's got to be right over that there. I don't live in vain, that's for sure. And I don't live in a van, if you misspelled that, not sure. It is very fun to have my own workshop. I've always had a small one. This is a much more equipped one now. Used to just tinker around a lot. Now we're serious. And by the way, Dennis, my Russian is not tremendously good because I took Russian in college, and that was well over 33 years ago. You know, Dennis, I think if you desire it and you put your mind to it, that you could pretty much have your workshop as well. It's all about what you want and what you'll sacrifice and what you'll do without to get what you want. But I'm like you probably. I sure like a tool. I love a tool. Yes, sir. I hope your translator's doing you well. Sadly, I can't type while I'm turning, but look at everybody. We gained a friend all over the world. Good you catch something. Yep. Hey, Dennis, do you know the group Leonid and Friends? Leonid and Friends is a Russian band, musical band, that plays a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire and Chicago. A lot of music from 60s and 70s America. And they are fantastic. Leonid and Friends. They're on YouTube, so you can probably find them. And they just did a Carpenters song, Superstar. And Ksenia, who sings for them, sounds very much like Karen Carpenter. But we're glad you stopped by in your morning, for sure. No, I don't know how to turn the translator on, Dennis. Generally, when I'm speaking to someone who doesn't speak English, I use Google Translate. And I'm right in the middle of using a power tool, so it's a little difficult. But if I knew how to turn it on easily, I certainly would do that for you. You know what I'm thinking? I usually don't use super glue, but I'm thinking about those glitter pens that are dark and we do them up. I wonder if I shouldn't try a super glue fill-in on those and then sand the super glue. At least it would hide the white sides of the glitter. That's perfect there. Perfect there. Very nice. I think that one is done. Yep, just got to finish it up now. In fact, Dennis, Leonid and friends are touring the U.S. I'm about ready to lose my iPad. It's down to 2%. Wonder why it's not charging. Probably because I'm using it while I'm doing that. Wonder if I can put it on the television. Because my iPad is about dying. They say that whistling indoors means losing money. You know what, Dennis? I haven't lost any money yet. That's the good part. Leopard Leatherworks. And I've been whistling my whole life. I've been whistling. All right, I got that turned on the TV, so if my iPad dies, I can still watch it up there on the TV. All right, I got that turned on the TV, so oh, now I got to turn that down. Or you'll hear me talking to me. Okay, here we go again. What sign is that? Or you say you have such a saying that whistling indoors means losing money. But you know what? If I wasn't able to whistle indoors, my wife would never be able to find me in a store. Because that's usually how she finds me. I'm whistling. Whistling means you're happy and you got a tune in your head. Oh, dang it. Lost that piece. Let me get another piece. Turn that blower off. Is this, Dennis, this is not for a sex shop. This is a pen that you would hold in your hand and you would place little resin dots on a canvas. And all these colored dots would together make a picture. Go ahead and Google diamond painting. Dennis, you're cracking me up, dude. It took me a second to catch on. I get you. No, this is not for a sex shop. Far from it. Ouch, that's hot. This is a tool to create a beautiful work of art. That's what it's for. If I had my Google Translate sitting at my desk, I'd let him know what's really going on here so he knows. Because, I'm sure there's diamond painters in Russia. No doubt about it. They're over in Germany. Heck, there's even an artist in Germany. Used to be a little south of Stuttgart when I was over there. I didn't go see them because it's somebody's home. But yeah, they're an artist over there in Europe that makes diamond painting. So yeah, it's growing and it's worldwide. My friend even bought some for her daughter in India. I do work with metal. Whew, that was getting hot. If you hang on a second, Dennis, I'll show you a knife that I'm getting ready to put a handle on. That will begin my knife making career. Whew, so smooth. See that small glitter, that tiny, tiny micro glitter? It looks beautiful and it finishes very well. No problems like that big glitter. But hey, we work with them all. No big deal. Absolutely. That's a good process, Dennis. Watch people speaking and talking in English and you will know. You'll get it down for sure. I wish I could help you out right now, but I'm not too much in a position. All right, that one is all smoothed up. Very nice. We'll clean all the junk off it. Dennis, I think work is a great privilege now. I think work has always been a great privilege. I've been lucky to have been able to work all my life. Always had good jobs. Always had pretty good supervisors overall. Learned a lot along the way. Yeah, you're right. It is a privilege to work, and right now it is fantastic. Got to have something to do, something to create, something to do. You can work for yourself, or you can work for somebody else because they need a function filled that helps their business go along. All right, here we go. Yeah, don't worry, they won't get my weapons. How do they say over my dead body? My cold, dead fingers. There we go. See, that starlight glitter finishes so wonderfully. See if I can get that to focus on there. There we go. It's sort of focused on there. Yeah, Stephanie, it's a sparkly one, that's for sure. Beautiful. Now here comes another one of those clear ones. And let's see what we're going to do on that. This is another one of those with those colors swirled down through there. A splash of Mermaid Sea Photo B. And that is the Swoopy Doop. There it is. But because this is short, we're going to get a little bit of an extended Swoopy Doop in the middle. So it'll be one Swoopy Doop instead of two. All right. Oop, got to get my blower on. Do I do a lot of these in a day? I can, Dennis, but I don't because I have two other jobs. But I will spend about 15 hours each week making these pens, which is probably, right around 40 pens a week, roughly. Sometimes I go live and do it, and other times I just watch YouTube videos or listen to an audiobook. All right, so let's figure this one out here where we're going to put these Swoopy Doops. I think we'll go from, here's the center. I think I can get out that far, probably about 1 inch in each direction. Yep, that should be good. That'll give us a nice finger grip. And I will push those finger grips a little bit towards the end to give me some good real estate. Yeah, sorry, Dennis, that wasn't a yes or no answer, but I will say ja or da to I could, but yet to I'm not doing a lot right now. Notice how smooth that carves. It's just all resin. So smooth. Ah, boy, I tell you, Dennis, I would love to have a surface grinder. I like surface grinding. That would really help me a lot in making knives. And like I said before, Dennis, Minyazavutima. And for all my English speaking friends, that's Russian for they call me Tim. Hey, Dennis, that is the key to go to work with a big smile and know that you're going to accomplish something good for the day. I get up in every morning and I go to my desk and I'm excited to get rolling. Power tools and me don't mix. You know what? All you got to do is get someone to teach you. just like diamond painting, they're just one more tool to figure out. Absolutely, Dennis. Those that can build things with their hands, those are the valuable ones. But don't forget, you also need cooks, drivers, logistics people, supply people, transportation folks. Yeah, good society takes a good mix of everybody. And everybody gets good at something because not one person can do it all. Okay, let me just measure some finger grips here and we will finish this one up. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is going to be way cool to look on the inside. I can feel it already. You got it, Mutt Nut. Need everybody, right? We need food for all those workers. Yeah, society is, we need people who can produce. That's where economies start. They start in production, not consumption. Didn't know we were going to do economics tonight. I love it. But yes, but you're right, Dennis. People who could build things and create things, like farmers, truck drivers, etc., they were the ones that were valuable. You even need a banker, believe it or not. You need a baker, you need a shoemaker, Need a dressmaker, a pants maker, suit maker. Yeah, you need them all. And I'm glad you can work with your hands because at least you'll be able to build stuff and make stuff. You know, Dennis, I worked at Amazon for a couple of years and I ran what is called an Amazon robotics facility. I still needed the same amount of people, but we had more square footage for them, and the robots made them more efficient. Did not take away their jobs. In fact, I couldn't hire enough people. There were 6,000 people in my building when it was fully staffed. And we were always, hiring new people, training new people. But still, worldwide, everything in a grocery store is put on the shelf by human hands. Nothing gets there by robot. They've tried it, doesn't work. I was a Walmart store manager, and the hardest working and most important people in the building were my associates. The ones that filled the shelves, cleaned the floors, checked out the customers. I mean, the whole bit. I was just the head motivator and direction giver, and everybody else came to work to have a good day and not get in trouble and be productive. And man, it took me a little while, but I had a great run in the store after a while. Get all the right people in the right seat on the right bus. But you're right, Dennis. Automation can't do everything. Let me wipe that camera off because I got a bunch of junk on there. There you go. It's a much clearer photo. All right, let me get all this junk off of here. Let me make sure I got that last. Yeah, I got the last piece of paper, but I'll do it again just for good measure. Can't remember now. Lost track. And I want to get this absolutely brilliant clear because this is going to look cool. I love the three dimensionalities of these pens that have color and clear. Like that copper one, Stephanie, that we did. Man alive, that one took my breath away. Just wonderful design, wonderful mixture. Not too much, not too little. It's perfect. All right, let's wipe all the sandpaper stuff off. And here we go. Here, I'll stop this. You can see it. Looks pretty good, right? You can see a little bit of dust on there from my hands. But you can see inside of it, but it's not brilliant. Now, this is what the polish does. My iPad is down to 1%. Good thing I got the TV on. Man, I want that thing glass clear. All right, there it is. Let me turn that mega blower off there. I always forget to turn that thing off. And we'll stop it. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's cool. Look at that. It even does a bit of a magnification effect to the other side. Oh, heck. Come on, man. Get focused on that, Mr. Camera. I'm going to get a different camera that I can directly focus. Maybe I'm too close. I don't know. Let's see. It is, when you go like this, it is whatever that is, that blue, and I guess mainly just some kind of metallic mica. But at the bottom here, there's gray inside there, but this is pretty much all clear. Little tiny bit of blue right there, a little wisp of it right here on the edge. I think I'm going to buy one of those little video cameras, cheap one at Walmart that has its own focus on it, because these are the Logitech autofocuses, and I don't know that I just can't get them super clear. You know how, oh, there you go. It's a little bit in there. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is cool. Way cool. And those are for Madam Judy. She may, if she left, she may have to come back and watch the replay. All right, those are hers. We put those back in the Ziploc bag for Carrie to mail out. And that was about 3 hours, folks. I bid you well. We won't have any technical issues tomorrow because I'm going to rig it up with this thing like we did. Oh, yes, ma'am. Let me go get those for you. Let me move this thing out of the way. Let's see if it focuses down there. Which way do I have to move them? I think, yeah, this way here. There you go. They're not focusing for some reason. Dennis, each one of these is about I don't know, is it $45 or $50 a piece? I sure wish that would focus. Carrie will take a picture of it and send it to you, and that'll be a lot nicer. But for some reason, these Logitech cameras, I don't know what focuses them or where they get their sensor off of. I wonder what it's focusing on. I'm going to hold them here for a second until they, that's probably too close. Maybe it can't get that close. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's starting to focus on that a little bit. Yeah, I'll have Carrie take a photo of them for you. That'll be a lot better than this camera. I think I might get a camera tomorrow. I'm tired of messing with this autofocus thing. Anyway, everybody, you all have a wonderful evening. Dennis, come on back when we're doing some more streaming. We'll talk to you some more, see if we can't get a translator going for you. But it's a pleasure having you. Enjoy your work tomorrow or today, since you're getting ready to go to work here pretty soon. And Mutt Nut, Judy, Dennis, who else is here? Stephanie and Mutt's Nuts. You guys all have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you soon. And I'll be live probably tomorrow and Sunday and Saturday. Let's see. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you, Stephanie. Bye-bye.